Hey guys, welcome to Pepcoding. So in this video, we are going to discuss another new question of our arrays in string series. That is the kth lexicographical string of all happy strings of length n. So in this question, first of all we will be discussing what happy strings are, and we are given two integers. First is n and second is k. So let's discuss what this question says. First of all, let me tell you what happy strings are. So happy strings are the strings that are made up of only three letters. That is my A, B, and C. Okay. So here let's see ABC or AB, or can say ABA, ACA, or AC. These all are my happy string. And the string that is AAB, yeah, or ABB or ACC, these are not my happy string because two consecutive characters are same, which is not allowed in happy string. So these all are our happy string, and these are all are not happy string. That contains two consecutive characters are not happy string. Okay, so I have told you what happy strings are. Now let's say we are given two numbers. First is n. Let's say n is equals to 1 and one is another is k. Okay, first of all let's discuss about what n is. N is equal to 1. It means n is equal to 1 means all the happy string of length 1. So yeah, all the happy strings of length 1 are A, B, and C. So here let's say I want a happy string of length 1. I want the second happy string of length 1. So n here is 1 and second is what? K here is equal to 2. Okay, this is what K is. It says give me the second happy string of length 2, length 1. Okay, okay. So my answer is B. Now similarly for n is equal to 2, we have AB, AC, BA, BC, CA, CB. Right? If I say for n is equal to 2, give me the third happy string. So third happy string would be BA. All right. Okay. So this would be my answer. So from here you get to know for k can be greater than n can be greater than 2 also, right? For n greater than 2, there would n greater than 2, there would be so many strings. So for those so many strings, I can k's value can be anything, right? So if I say for n is equals to 3, give me the seventh happy string. Okay. So come here, let's discuss how we are going to solve this. N is equal to 3, k is equal to 7. Find out the 7th. For n is equal to 3, find out the 7th lexicographical happy string. Okay. So here I have three numbers ABC. Sorry, three characters. So here for n is equal to 1, that is for one length, I have three choices, right? A, B, and C, right? These are the happy strings of length 1. Here n is equal to 1. Now for 2. For n is equal to 2. See here very carefully, right? After A, I am not allowed to have another A, right? So here I have only two choices. One is B and another is C, right? Here also after B, I have no other choices. I have only two choices. Either A, either C. I cannot have B after B, right? Which is not allowed. Here also I cannot have C after C. So here also I have two choices only. So here I will be having AB, AC, BA, BC, CA, CB. Right? These are all the happy strings of length 2. Similarly here I will have two choices. Similarly here only I have two choices, that is after B I cannot have B. I have two choices. One is A, another is C. Here I have two choices. After C I cannot have C. So one is B, another is one is A, another is B. Here also after A I cannot have another A. So I have two choices, B and C. Here after here after C I have only two choices, A and B. Here after let me just erase and make some space here. CA. For this CA, I have two choices, B and C, right? For this CB, I have two choices only, A and C, right? Here answer would be ABA, ABC, ABA, ABC, ACA, ACB, right? BAB, BCB, sorry, BAC, then BCA, then BCB, then CAB, then CAC, then CBA, then CBC. These are all the happy strings of length n, and here the seventh string is BCA, right? This is my seventh string. Okay, seventh lexicographically smallest happy string. All right. Okay. Now here, as you can see, all the strings are increasing by 2, right? All the choices are increasing by 2. So for the first level, I have my total is 3. My total number of strings are 3. Here, all the 3 strings have 2 choices. So it increased by 3 cross 2, right? Here also, all the strings have 2 choices. So 3 cross 2 into 2, right? So here it has 6. Here it has 12 strings, right? 12 string. Okay. Okay. So now from here, we have to check where is the path of my BCA. How can I find my this string BCA? Okay, so here from if I get to know that I have to go to B, that is I have to go to this first call. Let me just name this 0 call, first call, and this is 2 call, second call. B is the first call. Okay, if I get to know, if I have to go first for the first call, then the second call, then again the first call. If I get to know this, then I get to know the answer, right? So here, how am I going to check this right now? Okay, so let's see. Okay, let me just, okay. Here, I have total, here total number is TOT is equals to 12, right? My K is here is equals to 7. Now, for this, for this 12 strings, these 12 strings are made up of only 3 characters, right? So here these strings are divided into 4 parts. All are divided into 4 parts here, right? There are 4 parts of for A, then for B, string starting with B, then for string starting with C, right? Here also total is 6. 6 divided by 3, 2. Here string starting with A are 2. The part of the string starting with A are 2. The part of the string starting with B are 2. The part of the string starting with C are 2. Right? Okay. So from here I get to know the single part. That is, here the single part is of size 4. Okay. Okay. Now K is equal to 7. Now if I divide this 7 by 4, single part is of 4 size. Right? My single part is of 4 size. So if I divide this K by 7, it gives me 1. It means I have to go for the first call. It gives me 1. But not in always case, because see here, if I want the 8th string, so I have to go to the second call, because 8 divided by 4 here will be 2. But I don't want to go, because 8th string lies in my first call. So first of all, I will decrease my K2 minus minus, because then it will become 7. 7 by 4 is 1. So my 8, I will found my 8 in first call. Alright. So here you get to know that here, with the help of total number of strings and with the single part, you get to know how, like for which call you have to go. So here I get to know that I have to go for the first call here. All right. Now for this place, my total is 6. My total is 6, right? Because, okay, my total is 6 here. You get to know from 3 into 3 cross 2, right? Total is 6. 6 divided by 3 is what? 2. Here you get to know the single part, right? Here single part is 2, right? Single part is 2. Now for this you have to see for which part you have to go. So single part is 2, and then K here was 7. For this string K was K here was 7, but for here K here is 3. K here is 4. So K minus 1 is 3, because BCA will form the string. So here for this my part would be 3, like my value would be 3, because here K was 7, for here K would be 3, right? Because for K is equal to like for total is equal to 6, your string that contains BC will be at 4th position. So here K will be 4. So K minus minus is 3. 3 divided by single part 2 will be equal to 1. So 3 divided by 2. So it will again go to, this will be a 0 call. This would be the first call. So it will again go to the first call. All right. Now similarly again, we come here for this part, right? For this, so I get to know which part I have to go. So I have to go for the first part for 7. Then I have to go to the Again for the first part, then I have to go to the 0th call, right? 0th call. So for this only the total becomes even more less, right? Then you get to know that you have to go to the 0th part because you are total increases here. Okay, let's just not discuss this thing. We have discussed about this and this part because it would lead to more confusion. Okay, so you get to know that your single part is decreasing and your k is also decreasing according to the need. All right, you get to know how are we going to calculate our first part, like the next call what we have to choose, either 1 0 1 or 2, right? So here we choose 1, then here we choose 1, then here we choose 0, choose 0, right? Okay, now again now you have to calculate this. Give me 1, this give me 1. Here if I go, here total is equal to 3. Total is 3 here. 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1. Single part is 1 1 1, right? Single is 1 1 1. Now k is what? K here is also 1. K minus 1 is 0, right? K minus minus 0 and divide by single part also gives me 0. So it says from here you have to go to the 0th call. 0th call for this. For this you have to go for the 0th call, right? Okay. Now let's discuss how are we going to solve this. Okay, so first of all, if I have ABC, so if I have done my 0th call, right, this is my 0, this is my 1, this is my 2, so I will have a previous call which is initially equal to -1. Okay, so it will tell me if my previous call is equal to 0 and I'm going for the my new call is also equal to 0, next call is also equal to 0, then what am I going to do? I will go for this. Okay, I will make my previous call to 1, right? I will execute this call and make my previous call to 1. So it would update my previous call. Then again, if again my new call gives me an answer of 1, so I will check if my previous call equal to 1. So then do what? Then go for the second call. Okay. Okay. Then make n call is equal to 2. All right. Because if you have already called for A, you are not allowed to call for A. So you will go for the next call. Okay. And if you have called this, so you are not allowed to call this. You will go for either this or this call. Okay. All right. So here, first of all, let's calculate our total. So total here, first of all, we know for the first level that total would always be equal to 1, or always be equal to 3, because for these 3 character, all the happy strings of length 1 would be definitely 3, right? So for initially, my total would be equal to 1. Int total is equal to 3, right? Now, we'll run a for loop to calculate total for nth length. All right. For I is equal to 1, I should be less than n, I plus plus. Total is increasing by 2 every time. Here, let's see. Total was 3 initially, then it is increased by 2, then it is increased by 2. N here is 3, it is increased by 2 times. That is n minus 1 times, right? Okay. So that's why I'm running a loop till n. Update my total to total into is equal to 2. Okay. Okay. Now here I'm going to tell you a case where my k is greater than my total. If here, let's say, if I ask for n is equal to 3, give me the 13th string. So here we have only 12, there are only 12 strings, 12 happy strings of length n, right? And of length 3. So how can there would be answer for 13? So we are going to return empty string here, where when k is greater than total. Okay. So if k is greater than total, do what? Returns empty string. Okay. Okay. Now here, if k is greater than total, return the empty string. Okay. Now here, I will have a previous call, which is initially equal to -1. Then there is a new call, which we don't know. We are going to calculate the new call. Now, then there would be, let's make a string answer, which is initially equal to empty string. Now, let's run the while loop. While loop. We'll run the while loop till n is less than 0, right? N minus 1 is less than 0. Okay. We're going to calculate here the single part first of all. Because every time we have to calculate the single part, then we are going to divide that single part with, we are going to divide the k with that single part, right? Initially, we know how to calculate single part. Single part will be equal to total upon calls. Initially, let's calls are equal to 3, right? Int calls equal to 3. Okay, total divide by calls. Total divide by calls. Then we have to calculate the new call also. So new call is equal to what? The next call, let's say. Next call would be equal to k divided by single part. That is 7 divided by 4 we have done already. Okay. Now we are going to check here if new call is equal to 0. Then we are going to check the previous call. If previous call is equal to 0, it means if p call is equal to 0, it says that there was the previous call of 0, right? So we are not going to execute the previous call. I will make my previous call to 1. I'm going to execute the call for 1 and make the previous call to 1. Else says that 0th call was not executed, so make the previous call to 0. It means execute the 0th call and make the previous call to 0. Okay. Now again, else if there can be case when my next call is equal to 1. If my next call is equal to 1, then I'm going to check if my previous call was equal to -1 or my previous call was equal to 2. If my previous call was equal to 2, it says that we have not executed our first call. So execute it and make the previous call to 1, right? Otherwise, make the previous call to 2. Otherwise, execute the next call if we have executed the first call, all right? Else, make the previous call to 2. Okay. Now, decrease the total. Total will be equal to now single part. Total is equal to single part here. And after that, now decrease the k. K was also decreased, right? I told you. Here, let's see. K here was 7 for this. K here decreased to single part. K was 7. K was decreased to single part, which was 4. K here become 3, right? Okay. K minus is equal to single part multiplied by n call. The next call, whatever the next call was. All right. Then update my answer to answer plus equal to care. Care A into previous call. A plus previous call. Then calls is equal to 2. Right? Then return the answer. Answer plus okay total. Okay, now let's try to run this code. There is some error. If k is greater than total at line number 10. TOT. Okay, then 18. Total divide by calls. TOT. Again. Okay. Now let's try to run this. At line number 41. We have forgot to return answer. Wait. String answer is equal to okay. Answer plus equal to care. A plus B call. There is some mistake. If n call is equal to 0. TOT divided by calls. Single part is equal to total number of calls divided by calls. Calls is updated to 2. Okay, so here we forgot to decrease the k to k minus minus first of all. So here we'll be reducing its value. K minus minus. Okay. Now let's try to submit this. Okay, submitted. Oh, okay. This test case is the empty test case that I'm going to show you here, which is the problem in our console. So our console is not accepting this empty string. The answer for this when my n is equal to 2 and k is equal to 7, the answer would be empty string, right? But our console is not accepting the input. So not accepting the output. So there would we are, because we are here returning the empty string when k is greater than tot, right? So our console is not accepting that right now. But by the time you are going to you'll reach this question, the console like the our pep code like our site our website will be updated. Okay, so don't let's just not concern about this. We are right now not concerned about this problem, that is this output. Okay, my code is right, my code is totally correct, so you can follow this code. Okay, okay, so I hope you like this video, and if you like this video, please like, share and comment, and thanks for watching.